today we're diving into a really profound spiritual story, but it's one that's told not with words, but with these incredible, intricate layers of silk, bamboo, and of course, dazzling gold. We're going to take a close look at the Radha-Damodar Besha, a truly captivating ritual where divine love is literally made visible. Let's jump right in. Okay, to really get what we're about to see, we have to start with this foundational belief. This quote, it really sets the stage. It positions Lord Jagannath as the one ultimate reality. Everything else, including this beautiful ritual we're exploring, is a way of understanding and getting closer to that absolute truth. So think of this as the spiritual lens for our entire journey today. All right, so first things first. To understand this tradition, we gotta start at the very beginning. What exactly is the Radha-Damodar Besha, and what are the foundational layers that make this whole adornment so incredible? So at its very heart, the Radha-Damodar Besha is the sacred act of dressing the deities. The word Besha itself just means adornment or attire. But this is so much more than just clothes. It's a physical representation of a huge spiritual concept, the divine union of Radha and Krishna, with Lord Jagannath himself embodying this cosmic love story. And get this isn't some fleeting one-day event. The Basha is performed for an entire month, usually from around September to October. This long period is so important because it allows devotees to really immerse themselves in the story, creating this beautiful rhythm of devotion within the temple's year. Now, before even a single piece of gold is touched, there's this really intricate foundation. Think of it like a canvas being prepped. The deities are dressed in a specific style of garment called Trikachha, and these beautiful silken cloths, or pata. Then, on their heads, they wear the chula, an elaborate headpiece made from bamboo and cloth, which is then decorated with a chandrika. This is the canvas upon which the masterpiece is built. Okay, so on top of that base of cloth and bamboo, now comes the splendor of gold. This is where the Basha really builds into something truly spectacular. It's what earns it the reputation as a breathtaking visual spectacle.
You know, the sheer detail involved here is just incredible. You can see how all the golden ornaments are distributed. All three deities get a golden necklace and an Odiani. But then you see the specializations. Jagannath and his brother Balabhadra are adorned with the Chandra Surya, golden arms and earrings. And notice how Subhadra has her own unique ornaments, the Tudagi. It's like a carefully choreographed symphony of gold.
And all of that brings us to this number, 8. In total, there are 8 distinct types of golden ornaments used in this Besha. So it's not just some random decoration you see. It's a very specific, codified set of elements, and each one has its own place and its own purpose. So we know what the Besha looks like, and it's stunning. But where did this whole tradition even come from? Well, to answer that, we have to go back in time, way back, to a legendary vision from the 12th century. So the story starts in the 12th century, a time when the figure of Radha was becoming really central to devotional literature. The legend tells of a devotee named Akrura, who was traveling to Mathura. He stopped to bathe in the holy Yamuna River, and it was right there, in the water, that he was granted a divine vision of the deities in this exact, specific adornment. And this is the absolute crucial link. The Bashada that's performed today is seen as a direct, physical recreation of Akrua's sacred vision. It's an act of taking a divine, mystical experience from the past and bringing it right into the present for all devotees to see. It connects today's ritual directly to that mythological origin. Pretty amazing, right? But it's so important to remember that this ritual is not some static relic of the past. It's way more than just a beautiful image or a historical reenactment. It is a living, breathing tradition that has deep and ongoing significance. When you boil it all down, all of these elements, the silk, the gold, the ancient legend, they all combine to tell one single story: the eternal love between Radha and Krishna. The Beshara is a manifestation of devotion, a kind of visual poem about divine union that just transcends time. And you know, we know this tradition is alive because it keeps evolving. For instance, the food offerings, or bhoga. Originally, only 2 types were offered during the Swisha, but over time, a third one, the Baladupa, was added. This just shows that the practice isn't frozen in the 12th century. It adapts and it grows with its community. And that really leaves us with a final thought to chew on. The Radha-Damodar Besha is this stunning, month-long answer to a really universal human question. How do we use physical beauty, craft, and art to express something totally invisible, like faith or love or the divine? It's a powerful reminder that sometimes the most profound stories aren't spoken at all. They're shown.